Hey everybody, this is the Combo Wombo podcast. I'm Chipmunk. With me as always, the Mr. Gimpy.
What's up, Chip? How's it going, brother?
Yeah, oh dude, we're both struggling, dude. It's a wild day. It's been a wild week, you know.
It's been a wild week, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
You think, are we doing the pod next week? We've got the
With
Xmas
Christmas.
games and New Year's coming up after that, but at least that like falls in the middle of the week.
Yeah,
I don't
it
know,
does fall in the middle of the week. I think we'll do it. Probably take a
TBD,
break.
dude. We make no promises on this pod.
I think we usually take a break for New Year's, but yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty consistent in our inconsistency.
That's
You can
true.
always count on that.
That's true. You can. If there's one thing you can't count on, it's how inconsistent we'll be.
Yeah, dude. A bunch of wild cards, dude.
It's true.
Yeah.
True. So
What
yeah,
you been
man.
up to this week, man. What the heck?
This week, man, I took some time off of the day job, just chilled. Really worked on some stuff around the house. Got this half
getting ready.
shed built. Got some Christmas stuff done. Didn't really go on the computer, honestly. Like the plan was to just chill out, do some game dev, do some other stuff. But I was like, you know what? Work all the time, like it's I'm just gonna take my time for me, so
Yeah, man. Daylight
really
come, made
just-
me want to go home.
really just vegged out all week, man.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
It's
but
perfect, dude.
how about yourself,
the
man?
season.
What'd you do during the week? I know you're working on the
Yeah,
organization.
I don't even
of your
remember
house.
what we talked about. Yeah, I threw up those shelves. I've got the bins. I bought some dollar store bins for the $4 now. Dollar store no longer the dollar. Bins are great. I had to order them online. They showed up relatively quick, unbroken. I was happy about that. Threw all those up. All the bins are up. Shelves are up. Are you using Homebox? I think we talked about this on
Yes,
this pod.
we did. Yep.
So I printed out QR codes, threw those on there. Got the last bit of the front end working for that, so I can scan in stuff. I'm using, Google Vision and Clip Open, Studio to visually recognize images and process them, and that worked great. I made a little light box as well to like snap photos of like these little electronics. I've already lost jumper cables, so I don't know. It's no good, thing.
Organization has backfired.
Yeah, the organization's completely backfired. I have a packet of like 200 jumper cables around here somewhere, and they're just gone. They grew little feet and ran away.
It happens
already.
man. It happens.
Yeah. So the front end's up and running. I got the LEDs now running, so I can like call a location, highlight that location. That took.
Oh, you did that with the Arduino boards?
Yeah, the Arduino. The cases you 3D printed for me. So you 3D print. I don't know if we talked about that. You 3D printed like, some enclosures for those. That was tight.
Yep.
Yeah, my one other buddy was like, he's a work friend, so he doesn't know. He's like, what's the percentage your friend will actually do this? So I was like, he will 100% tell me if he can't do it.
Yeah.
And I would put it, I was like, so I'll put it at like 70% that he is going to do it just because he said he'll do it. And like, it all depends really like on the printer and other things beyond his control.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Yeah, I was like, I only roll deep with like real ones now, bro. You don't know my friends. I was like, I can make some calls. I'll have like 50 dudes down here in a minute, bro.
It's true.
Ready.
It's true.
Just
Yeah,
pulling
no,
up
as
and
soon as
asking
you messaged me for those things, like randomly out of the blue too, and I was like,
Yeah.
I woke up, you gave me a
Last minute.
list of stuff. I was like, all right.
I was like, can you have this for me by tomorrow? Then I just left and I went to work. I forgot about it.
It's pretty funny because my wife was like, you've been in and out because my 3D printer is in my storage room, which is behind this office here. So I was like, and there's a door separating it, so I'm like going in and out of the door, just checking on the print and everything. Because, I have the Ender 3, and it's an older 3D printer now. Like there's better options out there that are faster, more
see
accurate, all that
people
stuff, right? And
Do upgrades to that. Like
Yeah,
people are like, here's
I've-
a $100 upgrade. Here's
yeah,
a
I've
$200
completely
upgrade.
upgraded a bunch of stuff on it too. So I mean, it's definitely a good printer, but it's a good printer if you want to learn 3D printing, not if you want to 3D print. If you know what I mean, it's like a lot of tinkering. Because
It's like making a game engine versus making a game.
exactly.
Like, I have like a few friends who are like, yeah, I want to make a game, but I'm going to start with a game engine. I was like, do you want to make a game or a game engine? Because you got to choose. Choose
two
your
different things. But yeah. So I got it. I ended up getting it printed because printer, just the small size of it and going full speed, just like it was not drying fast, it was like too wet. and whatever was going, it was like overlapping itself, and then it started stringing. But then I did it at a lower speed. I think for the very small ones, I did it at 80% speed, and it worked fine. For that large one, or the two large ones that I printed, I had to do that at 50% speed, just for whatever reason, man. I don't know if it's because that room is pretty cold too, and it's also winter, right?
Yeah.
So that room's not heated or anything. So I'm assuming that the ambient temperature had something to do with it as
You're
well.
doing the worst conditions possible for 3D printing, basically.
Right. But I mean, it worked out. I just had to
Yeah.
dial in the settings. The fact that you gave me a day,
Yeah.
was just really because I was like, yeah, a couple days I can do it. And then you're like, by tomorrow, I'm like, well, we'll see how far I
Yeah.
get.
But
But
yeah, I'll
I
actually
mean,
have a free time tomorrow.
yeah, but I actually printed
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff. It worked out.
I felt like a chode too, because I was like, I started like, you can like see me kind of like realizing things as I'm posting them to you, because like I'm all like, free flow of thought. So
Yep.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna ask this guy to 3D print things. I was like, oh, I better take some measurements. So I like, pulled out a ruler, started like taking measurements. I like sent those, and I was like, we live in the future, dude. This is a well-known component. Somebody's made an enclosure for
Yeah,
this. So
I was
like,
really
started looking for like
ready to open up
STOs.
OpenCAD too and just start making it too. So yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I bet I was like, I also find this in life, like if you're asking somebody else a favor, make it as easy as possible for them.
sure.
So it's like, yeah, I know he could like open up CAD and like destroy some, like crush it, but I was like, that's gonna add time to the project. I was like, there's somebody who has exactly what we need.
Yeah.
So I found that I had to do a little bit of filing, because I think the boards I'm using have the jumper ports on it, and I think that made it just like slightly bigger.
Yeah.
It didn't take me long. I just spent like a little, like 2-3 minutes, and then like it got like the still snug fit and stuff. And like I probably should have clipped off the jump things on there anyway, but whatever, man.
I wasn't sure if you
It's
had the
fine.
jumper ones because there was like guides on there. So I expanded the y-axis of those to 102% because the lids weren't like flush fit. Actually, like the whoever made that, I measured it in the program, and I'm like, this is not. So it just doesn't work. So I extended it 102% and then pushed one together just to make sure it worked, and it's fine. And then I'm looking after I printed everything. I was like, it's like if you have the one with jumpers, go up 104%. I'm like, I don't know if you have the jumper ones, right? So it was like so late where you were already on your way. I was like, well, worst case you have to file it.
Get what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, so
it
glad
wasn't
it
too
worked
bad.
out though. Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out perfect. I'm using one of them right now. I told you I got like the LED setup, and I realized I don't know how to solder. And I can't tell if it's like the cheap soldering iron I'm using or the tip or like just me. But like it's taking way too long for like the solder to heat up, and I'm at like 450 on that thing. And it's just like I don't know what it is. So I ended up buying like the I can't solder clips for the LED strips. And so those will be coming Tuesday. And I'll just use those. Like whatever.
Nice.
I was prepared though. I like had my sleeves up. I was like in the living room, and I was like, all right, time to do this. And I started like doing like
use solder because
I was
I've
gonna
never
pick
had
some
it
up.
not melt.
It melts, but I have to like hold it like way too long, like 2-3 seconds, and it's like starting to like burn through like the plastic stuff.
Oh really?
Instead of the solder. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, do I want to like rip up like this $20 LED strip, or do I want to spend $8 on like the loser clips? So I took the L. I don't know. I'm gonna buy some new solder today. I'm heading out Micro Center after this, so I'm gonna pick up some of that stuff, and we'll see. I don't know if I'll use that, but I have like another like learn to solder kit. So I haven't soldered
those kits
in
are nice, man.
8-9 years, dude.
Yeah.
So it's maybe a learning curve. Maybe it's the tip. Maybe it's the heat. I don't know. There's a lot of variables, and like I just kind of got frustrated with like messing up my electronics.
You're doing such a small part too, where it requires like precision as well. Like the last couple of things I've soldered have been relatively large. I just like put a big ass glop on it. It's like good enough, So
it's also like 3 feet of like cord on like one side and like 6 inches of like wire on the other side. So I'm like trying to finagle like this like LED strip that's like wiggling around me. So I use like one alligator clip to like pinch that down, and I'm like trying to hold this other wire while I'm like trying to like feed in solder as well. Like I don't know. I'm just a loser, dude. I took the L on it. I'm
I don't think those clips are losing clips, man. Those clips are convenient, man. Like it's not a big deal. The end result is you want it to work, right? Who gives a shit how you got there, man?
Yeah, so I'm gonna just use the clips and take the L on it. So it was exciting stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty happy that all that got up and running. I was worried about integrating like the LEDs to it, because like I basically made it like siloed it. So like I got the LEDs and the Arduino part working separately, and that took like about a week and a half.
Okay.
And then like this last weekend from like Friday and like all through yesterday, I was like trying to get it to work with like the front end for Homebox, and yeah, I
Sure.
got it working. So
Sure.
it took a long time.
So what happens now with the LED? When you remove an item, or no, you select it on Homebox and then the LED lights up? Is that how that works? That's cool as hell.
Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah,
So
dude.
you don't have to go searching through bins. You know exactly what bin it is because that LED's lit.
Yeah. So yeah, like with the open vision, I can just like kind of describe vaguely what I'm looking for, and then it'll like pop up with like a known percentage of like 20% like whatever with confidence of what it thinks I'm looking for. And you can use like natural language, so I can be like, I'm looking for like a small monitor, and it'll be like, oh, do you mean this like 0.96 TFT display? I'm like, yes. So then you can just click a button and it'll use the LED strip on the shelf and like highlight that location for me. But it also like says the location. All the bins have QR codes and stuff, and I have it so I can scan the QR code and it like gives me a list of everything that's in the box. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty tight. And
that's pretty sick, honestly. Like, yeah, cool.
Dude. Yeah, I can print off manifests for each of the boxes, so I can just like leave that in the box. So if I take an item, I can just like scan that QR code, then like reduce the amount of whatever it is. And it'll like gray out things, so I know if I have to like order like a new electronic part or whatever.
Sure.
It's pretty sick, dude. I don't know. It's taken like almost a month now, probably like a month and a half. Like,
it's a cool project, man. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah,
that's cool. I would
all because I want to build like other stuff, dude.
Yeah.
What were you saying? I'm sorry, man.
I was gonna say I would love to do that for when I lend stuff out, but I haven't lent stuff out to people that I don't expect it back from. Or if I do lend stuff out, I'm like, it's usually just like whenever you get it back to me or whenever I remember, But there are points where I was just like, you motherfucker, you have my thing, but I stopped.
You have like a receipt printing thing, like sign this contract.
Oh yeah. There's a couple of things like that. Like my parents, for one, right? They're notorious for never getting my shit back. I lent out the movie Mad Max Fury Road, the 4K, edition, and because my dad was over, he's like, oh hey, I haven't seen this. He's just looking through my movies. He's like, yeah, go ahead. I was like, just bring it back next time you come over. It was probably like 7 months, and I went over to their house and was like, I'm taking my movie back. What the hell?
I'm not Blockbuster Video, dude. This is why they went out of business.
Exactly. I have my stuff because it's mine. It's like, yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah, I know. I bought it for that reason.
Like, it's so good, I paid money for it, dude.
Yeah, it's to the point my dad had it so long. He's like, oh, you want to borrow this? I'm like, it's mine, motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
That's family though, right?
Yeah, it's classic. Yeah, I try not to lend out things that I just give people stuff now. I'm like, it's yours now. Take it. I don't want it anymore anyway.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's so it's kind of nice. It's nice, like if you're running a shop, or like if you're doing like wood stuff, or tool shop stuff. Like it's that's where I saw other people using it, and they usually just pay like $50 for like a service that does it, and then you're like on their web shit where it's like, oh, you have to have our app, and like you have to use our QR codes, and they cost like $60, and you get like 50 codes or whatever. And I'm like, bro, I feel like QR codes are free. So then I started looking, I found Homebox, and that prints out like its own QR codes and stuff, and I was like, nice. And then I was
awesome.
Like, yeah, and I'm running it like on a Docker desktop, so it's all basically running local except for the Google Vision, and I'm only using that for like the letter word recognition. And you can add that into like the open vector database for Clip, but it's pretty dope. I don't know. Yeah. Clip's open source, free. That's running locally on Docker as well, and it's a lot of little things. And like I probably don't even need the Google Vision at this point, but I don't know. It's free, in air quotes. Right. I'm sending them like my image data for them to like parse or whatever, so they're still in that data on the back end, I'm sure. Yeah, you get like 1,000 images with that for free, and then it's like I think $1 every 1,000 images after that, and like I don't even have 1,000 electronics, so that's a month. Right. So it resets every month. So
gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's not
it's it's pretty tight. I don't know, I'm pretty happy with it.
Nice.
Aside from like that, I haven't been playing any game. I played like last thing I think was like Arc Raiders. Haven't gotten back into that. The boys, I've been hitting them up every once in a while. I'm like, yo, you down to play? And they're all busy with the holiday shenanigans.
It's the holiday season. Yeah, man. It's tough. Busy. It's tough, man.
Yeah, man.
Like There's a couple of things. Let's just get back to gaming here.
All right, yeah, man.
A couple of things. So the winter sale's happening, right? Steam winter sale.
Another sale, dude. Last time, I feel like the last time we were here, we're talking about
we did
Black
talk about
Friday
the Black
sales,
Friday
dude.
sale. Yeah, man. The winter sale's up.
I haven't seen anything for electronics.
Yeah.
I'll just keep throwing that in.
I gotta tell you, man. Like, I've reached the point where I have everything I want. Like
it's great.
Like, there's no reason for me to get anything. So like I'm looking through the sale. I'm like, I should probably buy something, right? Like, there's like a $3 DLC for a medieval that I've wanted to grab, but I was like, it's like $10 usually, but now it's like $3. I'm like, yeah, I'll probably pick that up, right? Other than that, there's not much, man. Like I'm just looking at some like indie games that I missed out on or something, but not like the big indie games, because usually I just own those, right? It's just like stuff that maybe aren't as well known or not as well loved, things like that maybe I'll discover something. So I'm just kind of looking up stuff that's under $10. I'll probably share the list probably next week or something, saying what we bought, if anything.
All right,
but
what the heck? The last thing I think I bought was like this Devolver digital game where it's like a 2.5D game. I don't remember what it's called, but I saw like the video for it, and I was like, this looks exactly like the aesthetic for something I'm trying to make.
Sure.
I was like, yo, I want to support this. So I went there, and then like that was on sale for like $4 or something, like ridiculous.
Yeah.
It had like pretty mixed reviews. I think a lot of people are like, they're like, oh, the aesthetic kind of sells this whole game, but like the game's not the best.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, do I still want this game? And I was like, dude, it's $4. You're either buying it now or you're never getting it. So like either like buy it or just delete it off your list.
Right.
Yeah. So I just like bought it, and I was like, all right, even if you don't play it, like this is, what you're aspiring to, like you should support like the, indie devs that you're enjoying like this. So,
yeah, I always support Devolver too. Like they're doing good work, I feel.
They're really reaching out to like the smaller publishers and stuff.
I'm sure there's there's some controversy that I missed out on. People are like, oh, fuck,
yeah, bet, dude.
But every company has that, right? But yeah, no.
Or they robbed a guy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it's to the point where nothing's
Devolver
really
put out cigarettes on a lizard, dude.
Nothing's really like pushing me to purchase things, right? And I don't know if it's just I have everything that I want right now. The only game I'm looking forward to in 26 is Resident Evil Requiem. Like that's really it.
It feels like after the last great mega corporation mergers here, like everything's kind of stalled out.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And
like
I don't know. And like they've been just flop after flop.
True.
People are saying they're trying to make like Concord 2
but
or
like
something.
Not flop, but just disappointment, right? Or nothing's really like moving the needle, like
and like the things like I think they've broken the goodwill, and everyone's got to where I was like at the start of this pod. Like when we started doing the podcast, you'd be like way more amped about stuff, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna wait. Like everyone was like that about Cyberpunk, where they're like, I can't believe this. It's like, you guys pre-ordered it, you're part of the problem. So I think that's where more people are now following my ethos of like, don't pre-order anything, wait a few weeks, like see if like what the reviews are, see if this is like going to be a broken, buggy, janky mess. Don't buy anything on like the promises of it potentially getting better in the future. Buy it for what it is right now.
Yeah.
So I think more and more people are like becoming more like conscientious consumers, especially like game prices going up, like for new releases to like, $70-$80 across the board. Like, so I think it's good overall. But like the industry doesn't know how to make good games anymore, so they're just panicking. They're like, what do we do?
I think smaller, like AA, it's their time right now.
Yeah, you're seeing them flourish.
Yeah, I think AA is flourishing for sure. Obviously Expedition 33, that won a bunch of awards in the Game Awards, and then a bunch of publications are putting that as their Game of the Year as well. So
my coworker won't shut up about it, dude.
Yeah,
he told me there was
awesome.
Like a guy that he thought was like part of like a quest, possibly for like time travel, because they're using like the same model, but like one of them looks younger. And then he like looked it up. He goes, no, they got lazy and used the same model. I'm like, all right. But like in his head, he made like a whole little like side plot. Yeah, I don't know. That's fun, dude. Just keep it, dude. Like
yeah. There's a couple of things like that, man. But like as far as that, I think like some AA releases in 26 will probably move the needle again. But it's to the point where their marketing budget isn't great. Like I probably don't know about it yet. So that's kind of where we are now, man. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that what was it, 2-3 years ago, where like everything came out at once, and it's just like I think we're on this pod, and I realized I spent like $300-$400 or something like on all the new games like right away. And did I play them all? Probably not. To play them for a little bit, but yeah, man, I think that 2026 outside of Resident Evil, something's gonna have to come out that impresses me, but there's nothing I'm really looking forward to. Right? If Virtua Fighter 6 comes out in 26, that'll be the other one. But
it's the new Steam hardware dropping.
Steam Frame is coming out. Yeah, that's true. The Steam Frame. Steam
maybe GTA 6 might drop.
Didn't already get delayed till 27.
Maybe.
I thought
you never know.
I just stopped paying attention
delaying,
to that. When it's out, I'll grab it. You know what I mean? Like obviously that'll be the other game that I'm looking forward to. But when it's out, I'm not even putting that on my radar. I think
that's my prediction, dude. They're gonna tank the entire industry, dude. When that comes out, it's gonna just be a black hole that like just kills everything else.
I mean, it's the the two-sided elephant that everyone's waiting for, right? No one wants to release anything around that point, so every single like AAA developer is just afraid of whatever date they put out. So we saw that so many games got delayed because of the last release date they had. So now that they moved on, like we have just blank slate of a few months without any new releases. I think the only company that wasn't afraid was Nintendo, because they have such a different like market share and like
well, I think also it's like people can buy more than one game, dude.
True. True. People can, but like the majority of people don't is the problem. Like if you choose,
money's tight, bro.
Exactly. So we'll see.
I get it.
But the
stop buying new, dude. Get used.
Exactly, man. But as far as 26 coming up, man, I'm just looking forward to finishing the pig game and getting that off the active development list. I'll take a break for like a month or so after that, and then get started on the next project, which you and I will be working on. So
all right, that could be whenever, man. 2026, dude.
Yeah.
After I'm done with these shelves, which is hopefully by the end of next week, I think I'm gonna take a little like break for electronic stuff, and then there's like 3 or 4 like small projects that I want to work on with, Arduino and making little stuff.
You were gonna make a handheld, weren't you? Was that the next thing?
Yeah, I have stuff for that, dude. I have buttons. I have the stuff and ideas, dude. All right, that's all I have right now is just dreams and. I got a Dremel now. I got a Dremel, so it's getting serious, bro.
Yeah. Do you have the bit attachments so you can do tiny pieces too, or is it just like the standard giant ass?
It's just the giant Dremel. Like I have like an actual like small hand drill too. So I think between that and the Dremel, like I could do some real damage. I gotta be careful. I gotta wear safety goggles or something, dude.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's sick. So yeah, I think for me, man, just looking forward to finishing my mobile project.
Those did show up, dude. You talking about the little game console, dude?
Yeah.
Those guys showed up.
Okay.
I don't know. It showed up kind of busted the box, but I opened it up. It's
you have to put it together, right? That's the whole thing. Do you have to solder anything there, or is it just ready to go? Oh, okay.
It's a full little like bootleg Game Boy, dude.
Okay, nice.
It has
analog sticks. What the hell?
Yeah, this got everything, bro.
Does it have triggers on the back?
Yeah, bro. Pretty dope, dude. It was like $20, bro. Let me
open box here. What's that thing called for people who are just listening, man?
This is a R3S6S, dude.
All right. For those just listening, it looks like a Game Boy with some analog sticks on the front.
Yeah, dude, I think it's pretty well known.
Four buttons plus a directional pad, 2 analog sticks, and apparently there's triggers on the back. Chip's struggling.
SR for the people, dude.
Oh man,
that's a nice little cover here.
Okay. There's 3 buttons in the middle for like a menu system. Okay, what's back? Oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah, dude. Check these things out, dude. Yeah, dude.
Okay, those buttons are it's a strange spot.
It's got a little bit of everything, dude.
Are they buttons or are they like adaptive triggers? Like, does it have some give?
They're buttons, dude.
Okay.
Get a little.
Okay, yeah, it's clicky. Okay. What what generation of console does that go up to?
I want to say like PlayStation 1.
Okay.
It came preloaded with like a bunch of old school ROMs.
Okay.
It's an open
Does it have a
source
Wi-Fi
console.
board in there?
Yeah, it's running Arc OS 2.0. It's got Wi-Fi. I think it's got Bluetooth as well.
Okay.
You can like use it to connect over the net to like other people who have these things.
Cool.
So you can like play co-op.
Yeah. I'm assuming people. It's running like RetroArch on the side.
It's got a little Dreamcast going, dude.
Oh, okay. So it's more than PS1, man. That's just straight up Jet Set Radio. All right.
It's got Game Gear, Neo Geo, PlayStation,
so
Sony, PSP,
so it looks like Emmy Deck.
Pico Engine. Yeah.
Okay.
It's got the Capcom main boards. Regular
so it's
main.
$20 for a bootleg ass.
Yeah, little handheld emulator, dude. It's got some Game Boy.
All right, yeah.
Game Boy Color, dude. Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, Mega Drive.
All right, man.
I
look forward to your.
I don't know how well the Dreamcast runs on this, though, dude.
I'm about to find out.
We'll see. I think a lot of them will like show like the frames. All right, so
here we go.
Booting up, dude.
Here it is, the white screen.
It's now loading. All right.
Does
it's gonna take 10 minutes.
Does it skip the BIOS thing? Is it building shaders?
It's all in
now?
Japanese. Nice.
I'm assuming you can switch the language.
Maybe it's Chinese, but I'm pretty sure it's like Japanese.
Yeah, here we go.
Menus all in Japanese. All right, it's Hitmaker.
Yep.
Looks like it's booting up there.
Yep.
Yeah, press start button, dude. Was it like that? All right. Around the apple. Play by normal rules. Play Slash, dudes.
What are you playing?
Slash. The driver.
Oh, okay.
All still in all the menus and writing still in like I believe Japanese, possibly Chinese. I'm not, I'm no.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah, it's running, dude.
Okay.
Like I use the triggers here, or
I'm sure that's pretty much.
Oh man, I forgot these cars jump, dude. This one jumps it. All right, that's drive. No, drive. No. All right, yeah. So what's that?
How are the frames?
It's not too bad. You
can't see it.
Can't really
it's all right.
see shit.
It's all good.
Yeah, frames are all right. It is playable.
Okay.
In Japanese.
Okay. throw Mach X on there. Come back next week, man.
let the people know, dude.
Let the people know. All right.
Yeah, I found like I found like most modern cell phones and stuff can play games, so it's
gonna be weird when next time we hang out and like the professor and I pull out our Steam Decks and you're all like, yeah, I got you, bro, and you pull out that thing. It's just like,
you got a Gamescom, dude.
You got a Gamescom. For sure.
Come on, bro, hook up your Gamescoms to my Gamescoms, dude.
For sure.
You don't have the RS,
but I mean, it's clearly using like RetroArch front end or something. So if we wanted to play together, we could, but yeah.
It's running Arc OS Linux, so
yeah.
Pretty happy about that. I was like, I can make some stuff with that. And there's like 2 people on YouTube that are like showing you how to make games for like Linux 64 specifically for like these type of handhelds.
Okay.
And that's about it though. So yeah, it's hard to, I think my idea was like, I can make like a small game and like throw it on like a handheld. That's kind of fun. That's like a, like I said, I want to bridge more and more like the gap between like software, hardware, and it runs fine. Like I watched like a few reviews before I just like bought one of these and
cool. I mean, it's $20, right? So
yeah. So it's like it's $20. I'll gamble.
Like,
the other one I bought was like the $50 one. That's the RG35 one, and this one looks more like a bootleg PlayStation. I haven't even opened this. It's still got the sticker on here. Still seal of approval on that.
All right.
It's a collector's item, so
for sure.
Oh man.
All right, man. On that note,
so that was my Black Friday shopping stuff. My electronics all showed up.
Yeah,
the handhelds showed up.
Well.
Yeah, projects were made, dreams were shattered.
I got a new washer. Like that's, I'm not gonna walk into the other room and show that off. But it's a Samsung washer.
Okay, dude.
Happy with it.
Samsung review coming soon, dude. Of the washers.
Washes stuff great, man. It fits a king size comforter, man. That's
nice. That's all you need.
That's all I need.
I'm not. I feel like my washers here in this building struggle with that stuff, dude.
Oh, really?
They just give us like 2 smaller size washers instead of like 1 robust one.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have a robust one, right? Yeah,
you would think
having the room to like watch king size like bedding especially is pretty nice. I guess I didn't realize what I was missing out on before, and then I was like, oh yeah, we would take like a at the end of the month or whatever, and take like the king size or like the large comforters that we've had, and just go to like a laundromat to wash them because they're so damn big. But now I don't have to do that, so. Yeah, I guess
you're free now, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my Black Friday purchase. Something for life. It's like gaming podcast. You ever talking about washers and dryers?
Yeah, man.
But hey, man,
I was bored everyone my LED talks and
that's true.
Bootleg Game Boys that they can't see but they can feel.
That's true. You can ASMR.
Get you a bootleg Game Boy if they're on sale. I haven't played it too much.
I might get a couple of bootleg ones for the kids, man. Honestly,
they would love it. It seems like perfect for that. I know they don't get like the really cheap ones because I heard those like break incredibly easy.
Sure.
But just like do a quick YouTube video and stuff. And most of those are paid advertisements by these people. So
right.
It's kind of sad that they don't have to disclose that stuff. I did not make money or get these for free. I have not reviewed them or played them too much. Right. I just got them because it was $20 and it's running Linux. So
It's all right, man. Well, on that note, I'll
have further updates if we can get like a Godot game running on there or something, and we'll see if it's actually worth the time and energy. If you're like, if you're like into home brewing and making your own stuff, which I want to bridge a little bit more and see some of that world. And again, like I know like the Xbox 360 ecosystem's kind of opening up for people. Like if you want to get shady, PlayStation 2 is getting easier and easier to develop for. The Game Boy notoriously easy now with their engines and stuff to develop for.
Yeah, homebrew is definitely kind of moving on those classic consoles. It's one of those things though where I've always had this. Maybe you can answer this next week, man. Is homebrew actually worth it? Because then just
to like do it or to play them?
Do it, because like you're doing it for such a niche where a lot of people won't play it, right? Like I think one of the best homebrew things ever made is Super Mario War.
I thought you were going to say the one game, was it Bobo's Adventure, where you're playing the dude from Double Dragons?
No. That's actually become an actual game on places too, like you just freely get. But like Super Mario War was one of those things where I remember like playing it, hours of it, on the modded Xbox and some other stuff, right? And so many people don't know what it is that I've talked to them. Like, you never played this? So I always have to like I mean, there's PC ports and all that stuff too, but I was like, if they just swapped the characters out for Mario, and just made a game, they could probably make some scratch. But it is what it is. They made it free, and it's a great time.
What's that one fighting engine? Was it like Mugen? Yeah. People enjoy that. I don't know.
Yeah,
man,
not me.
I would say it's
pisses me off.
It depends on like your goals, man. Specifically, like if you want to make a classic game for your childhood, your inner child, like do it. Homebrew is like fun,
right?
But don't expect to get popular or make sales or like, because I've seen a few people who will like have up or they'll like do a cartridge run through like what's
like limited run games
popular,
or something.
Like they'll do like a limited run or whatever, and they'll do like crowdfunding for the money to get
there's
those
a couple
made.
of companies where you can get a cart.
Like people are doing like people are doing like N64, like Game Boy. So like I don't know, like if you made like a really high level thing with a group of people, like you could maybe like have some extra like money. Is probably not going to cover the cost of the time and energy and resources you pour into doing it.
They're doing it
so if you're just if you're doing it for like the love of the game and stuff, like do it.
There's just a shmup that has a Genesis cart run coming out. That I'm going to buy the Genesis cart. So I guess there is a market for it. I'm the market.
Again, kind of like we're joking about earlier about like, do you want to make a game or a game engine?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to make something for like nostalgia and for you? Like, it's fine. If you want to like actually make, yeah, money, don't do it. Just use like a modern engine, probably like Godot or Unity or Unreal or Game Maker, and just put it out.
Right.
Or Phaser, like there's plenty. Like people, it's just tools, man. It's just tools. Like there's no magical tool that's gonna make you like do the work and like get the game done. You know, they're all like better or worse at like certain things, and yeah, it is what it is. Like again, man, I spent like almost like 8 hours like getting Unity to like be able to scan like a QR code, and I was like, what am I doing, dude? I'll just make a web page for this. Like this is crazy.
Right. For sure.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Well, on that note, that's the Combo Wombo podcast. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you guys next week. Take it easy.
We out. Peace.
Out of here.